All right, you guys. So this particular video will be outside the realm of sports and politics. This will be about food, and the individual you see here on the thumbnail goes by the name of Keith Lee. He's a MMA fighter and a food critic. And recently, he went to profile a few restaurants in Atlanta, and he gave his opinion of the restaurants that he profiled in Atlanta, and it was met with starch criticism because the review he gave, a lot of people did not like, whether it be the establishment itself, from the owner, or from the patrons that go there or the patrons that support set name individual. Now, I'm gonna start from the restaurant aspect of it, okay? For those of you that needs to hear this, understand this. If you're a restaurant owner or any business that you own, the most important element to any business is the customer. No customers, no revenue. No revenue means you can't pay your employees, meaning you can't pay the rent that's on that building, right? Which will eventually lead to you shutting down your business. I'm gonna say it one more time for those that needs to hear this. The most important element to any business is the customer. So when I hear people going at Keith Lee for his review that people asked him for, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And to the restaurant owners that have a problem with what I'm saying, how about this? Put your pride aside and actually take the criticism for what it's worth and fix it. Because at the end of the day, without people like Keith Lee or Mr. Chime Time, another YouTube channel I love watching, if enough of these guys, given the honest opinion, we wouldn't have no idea about half these restaurants. We would have no clue about what these restaurants are and what they're about, where they're located, and who runs them. We would have no earthly idea about any of these restaurants if it weren't for guys like Keith Lee and Mr. Chime Time. And then what makes matters worse is that a lot of these restaurants, especially the big ones, they will have people that will go scour the comment section for negative comments, and those negative comments get removed. Or they will have people on there that they would either pay to write a positive comment, or they will hide behind a ghost account and write a positive comment. So see, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth when it comes to this stuff. They want to hide behind their feelings. And what they feel at the time, that's what's going to generate the reaction. The truth does not care about your feelings. Put your pride aside and actually fix the issue that that patron might have had. Because who knows? That person that you're shunning might be the one who might end up being your biggest advocate. So were we just going to like the comments that's positive and then hate the ones that's not positive? How is that conducive to any successful business? You got people out here threatening the man family and all this stuff and trying to downgrade and denigrate the man because he don't got no credentials. Which brings me to all you people out there that was talking trash about Keith Lee. One, you probably wouldn't beat him in a real fight, so of course you're going to talk tough on the internet. You're going to talk tough on the internet. Yeah, because people on the internet seem to think that, oh, I can say whatever I want and I can disrespect whoever and they ain't going to touch me. They ain't going to never see me. You hide behind avatars, you hide behind fake accounts and all this stuff. And yet they're sitting up here talking trash about this man, don't even know this man from Adam. This man was asked to profile restaurants. He gave his opinion on those restaurants, and now people got a problem with it. Which a lot of you guys that's out there screaming about Keith Lee and disrespecting the man, you guys is being hypocrites. Because imagine you go to a restaurant. Imagine you sitting down at a table when you got waitresses who with dirty clothing who don't want to be there. You got cooks that cook like they don't give a fuck, right? The whole restaurant experience was horrific. You paying overpriced for undercooked food. Wouldn't you have a problem with it? So this whole notion that you can sit up here and disrespect Keith Lee and disrespect Mr. Primetime and all these other guys out here who are food bloggers is unacceptable. And you sitting up here threatening people's family and all that for what? What do you get out of it? Huh? All you people out there that's going to threaten and talk trash and talk down on people who's giving their honest opinion, because a lot of you guys don't like the truth. That, for all you guys out there that's getting all mad and upset over what this guy said, a lot of you guys out there don't like the truth. And I'm going to tell you one more time, the truth does not care about your feelings. If the man had a horrific experience, what he supposed to say? Oh, well, well, you know, out of 10 is a 9.8, when it's really a 2.8. So all this smoke that people got for Keith Lee, all because they don't like what the man had to say about a particular restaurant, and then you got the restaurant owner running his mouth talking shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. For real. Then when the man give a positive review, is he going to get the credit for these restaurants having massively long lines and all that? Is Keith Lee going to get the credit? Or Mr. Time, is he going to get the credit whenever he give a positive review? And all these restaurants is lining up down to the damn corner of the street block. Are they going to get the credit? Is he going to get the credit? Is Keith Lee here going to get the credit? So all you people out there getting butthurt because he gave a review, y'all need to get over yourself. Get over yourself. All you people talking trash towards Keith Lee and all that, get over yourself. And I feel like Keith Lee should not have to stop doing what he's doing just because you got a few jackasses running around here acting stupid. Now I said, if they're really about that action, they ain't gonna sit up here and televise it. They ain't gonna sit up here and broadcast it. That's how I know a lot of these dudes out here is fake when it comes to making their little vile threats towards Keith Lee or Mr. Time or whoever else is doing food reviews. Another element we hadn't talked about was this guy, Chad Johnson. Y'all know who he is. Chad Ochocinco for the Cincinnati Bengals, one-time wide receiver for them. Right? He had a lot to say on his podcast with Shannon Sharp when it came to Mr. Keith Lee's food review. So let me get this straight. We pay our money to go to a certain restaurant. We eat the food there, we profile the experience there, and we give a honest review, right? But we just because we don't have the credentials, and what credentials do a person has to have to be able to give a review? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's people out there with culinary degrees that can't cook. Don't got no seasoning or nothing. Things tasting bland, things overcooked, things undercooked. So no, just because you have a culinary degree and you just happen to be some executive chef or some sous chef or whatever kind of chef, that don't mean you can cook. So yeah, anybody that's sitting up there telling you that shit, yeah, miss me with that. So when you got guys like Chad Ochocinco running his mouth, thinking that, oh well, we ain't supposed to say nothing about it. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Who is you? Who is you to tell us what we can and can't say? We paying our money for that food. You damn right we gonna give our opinion on it. Wouldn't you? Haven't you not given your opinions? All these websites like Yelp and TripAdvisor and all these websites that people put their reviews on. People be putting up pictures of hotels, got stains on it, or ripped carpet, or flying cockroach, or you go to a restaurant where they ask for a medium rare and they get basically blue red, the goddamn cow still moving, and they take a picture of it, right? And they be like, don't eat at this restaurant, these people can't cook. So once again, all you people out there talking shit about Keith Lee and Mr. Chinatown and whoever else that's doing food reviews, you guys is being hypocrites. You guys is being hypocrites. But another element that people don't even like being called out on here on their hypocrisy when it comes to this shit. It's irritating, man. And Keith Lee should not have to stop doing what he's doing just because you got a few people out here that want to make these threats and they ain't gonna make good on it. So that's my thoughts on the matter, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate these guys for doing what they do. They're putting their face and they're putting their reputation on the line every time they go on camera. And their job is to tell the truth, not to cater to somebody's feelings. Then when they, when they don't get the review they like, they want to talk about, oh, who is this guy? I mean, who is this guy to really call himself coming out and saying this? Who's this guy? I mean, I've never heard this guy day in my life. What makes him qualified to say anything about whatever? That's the kind of shit that they'll say instead of just fixing the issue. Once again, if you aspire to own your own business, if you aspire to do anything, you're going to need people. You're going to need support from people. You name it. Anybody that's attained any kind of wealth, whether it be a stockbroker, actor, actress, athlete, you name it. They needed people. The president, vice president, right? Anybody that's sitting up in Congress right now didn't get there without people voting them in. Anybody that's attained any kind of wealth, whether it be a singer or a rapper, guess what? They need people to buy their albums. They need people to come to their concerts. So all you people out there acting all holier than thou, get off your fucking high horse. Get off your goddamn high horse. Because see, God created people like me. Because see, I'll kick you off your high horse. I don't give a fuck. Maybe if we had more people telling the truth around here, we wouldn't have all this bullshit going on. Huh? This social media thing, man, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of you motherfuckers is clowns on social media, bro. A lot of you people out there are fucking clowns. And if you're triggered by what I'm saying, you're probably the person I'm talking about. A lot of you people are fucking clowns on social media, man. Y'all sitting up here acting all big and bad and all this, acting like y'all perfect and all that. Y'all got issues in your own goddamn lives. Social media is a discourse for you to escape your bullshit. So no, I don't. Please support Keith Lee. Please support people like Mr. Chime Time. They out here doing God's work. They're out here doing the work. They're out here telling people the truth. Any other time you want to be fans of them. Everybody got a cell phone, want to take selfies with them and all that. But the minute they give a review they don't like, then all of a sudden there's a problem. No, then that ain't going down like that. That's not going down like that. You guys let me know what y'all think about this. Obviously, YouTube don't have nothing else better to do. Or actually, they do have something better to do because I haven't been on in a few days, and yet they still ain't send out notifications for me doing this content. So clearly, I'm being shadow banned. But once again, I fully support Keith Lee and what he's doing because he did nothing wrong. If you're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Oh!